Hello, my friends, my family, my crypto warriors out there. It is Monday, the 22nd. This is a beautiful day. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope the beginning of your week is doing phenomenal. Bitcoin and the price of a lot of assets and coins right now and cryptos are up. We like that. Of course, we like to see those numbers go up. Why is this happening? You guys can check this out. My website, litecoinlawton.com. Subscribe to my channel, you guys. It really helped me out. My new subscribers, you guys are awesome. I'm going to get into a Strutter's request with Loopring here in a second. But you guys, if you have a request, let me know. I will cover your coin. I am Litecoin Lawton, so I do cover Litecoin here. I love Litecoin. And when Charlie Lee speaks, you guys better pay attention because this man is a genius. I think he's worth like 20 billion. And right now, like, he's basically saying that Litecoin is the place to be versus Bitcoin. And he sees this thing, possibly going to 10% of a Bitcoin. That I think that might be a little high. So, at least he says, honestly, you can't see it below, 1%, right? So he's saying it could go to 10%, 5% is probably not going to be too hard, and at least below 1%. So 1% basically is a ridiculous amount of value that's going to be gained from Litecoin. And if you guys are been following the charts, then you will know that we are coming to a point in our lives that Litecoin is going to start gaining on Bitcoin as far as transactional currency, you guys. And I do believe that. So where are we in the system? I think the current financial system is cracking. The Fed is putting bandages on this thing. It is a gross debt-based Keynesian system that is based on debt, and most people don't understand what money is, and what true money is silver, gold, and cryptos. You guys, this is a new asset class in our lifetime, which you should be very, very fortunate and you're so lucky to be here and be in this space, and be so early to this adoption, because this thing's going to start accelerating, you guys, and it's going to rip, dude. Okay. And the system right now is starting to like deteriorate in front of your eyes. You can see this thing. They're going to start consolidating banks, you guys. Janet Yellen's going to run out of money. I do believe they're going to pass something. So I will go into both sides of the story right now. They both basically end in some sort of depression, but we could have a blow off top, you guys. We could have this situation where we have a blow off top. I was looking up some old cartoons from like back in the day, you guys. Even back then, this is like from like the 20s. They're even like complaining about the Fed and the money printer. So it's really funny that I love cartoons, you guys, as you know. And this is not fine, okay? Nothing of this about this is fine, okay? Credit default swaps are spiking right now, okay? So people are taking insurance out on funny bonds or bonds. They don't even trust bonds, basically. So if we do default, it's been the highest ever. If we shoot ourselves in the foot right now, I would be very surprised, you guys. Honestly, I think they just want to make us sweat a little bit, and they want to have the markets kind of everybody's in limbo, and everybody's freaking out. What they should be freaking out on is this ridiculous thing. Okay, so this inverted yield curve is, look at this thing, you guys. This is like the craziest ever. Okay, so I want to go back in history just real quick. Okay, this is the inverted yield curve, right? Before the dot-com crash, okay, in 2000. That's hardly anything. And look at this one. This is the real estate, okay? It barely inverts right there, okay? And then look, this is the 2008, okay? So that's what happened. And you guys know how bad it was. If you guys lived through that, you know how bad that was, okay? And then look where we're at right now, okay? This is the thing, dude. You just gotta have to fucking laugh because, sorry for my language, but this is ridiculous, right? Like, this thing is out of this park, you guys. It's real bad. Okay. I did want to, look up some, because the yield curve is 100% of the time that's been in existence. It's come to fruition. So I wanted to look up some like, reasons why it might not be okay. Why the end of the world might not be happening right now. Because I'd like to be positive, but at the same time, this is ridiculous. Okay. And so how come, and I basically this article, it does a really crappy job of explaining anything. So I still kind of feel like we're doomed right now, but we could have a blow off top, and I'll show you guys that the charts in a second. But it's basically Goldman Sachs they think it's going to be this secular stagflation, you guys. And I think that's that could be what we see. And we could have this like, I mean, the more pain would be up right now if people just like started fearing, even bonds, right? And then started going back into assets and equities. You guys, equities would be crazy if people started buying like top tier. It would be crazy, you guys. So I'm gonna get into the charts. Actually, I did want to, I did look at Loopring Strutter, and this looks like a pretty cool like layer 2 solution for ETH. So I haven't really like checked them out too much. They've been around for a while. I will do your request right now. First thing, man, just for you. Okay. And we're gonna get this out of the way. And just draw a weird line right there. And then so the thing that you have for Loopring that's going on, you guys, is that this thing is actually retraced already like 95%. Okay, and we're still at 92% retracement. So that's usually like a really good zone for altcoins, at least in the short term. I'm going to turn back Lux Algo just so Strutter you can see this. I'm gonna start off on the weekly, and we're on a strong sell right now. Okay, and the VPVR, we're basically at the point of control for the VPVR, or slightly, I guess, slightly. We're basically at that point. Okay, slightly underneath it. We really don't want to lose 25 cents. If you lose 25 cents, then this thing could like free fall, or probably go back and at least test the 17 cents. So on the weekly, we have a strong sell. On the daily, we have a buy. Okay. And both the Bravo 9 and Lux is actually firing. And then the point of control, you guys, Loopring wants to be back at this like 35 cents. This is like the point of control on the VPBR. Okay. And the RSI, we are, oversold on the daily. We're not oversold quite yet, but we're in the, the lower part, the lower range. We're kind of neutral on the weekly. If you want me to zoom in on the 4-hour, we're kind of neutral too. So I'm not going to worry about that so much. The cipher right now, I will go back to the daily. So I don't know. I like to look at the daily. I was looking at the weekly actually. The weekly we're showing bullish divergence, okay, on the cipher, but where the money flow has not come back into the positive yet. And if you guys want to go check out Litecoin and Bitcoin, I'm gonna do that. I was just doing this for my homie out there. The MACD on the weekly, we just crossed negative. Okay, so that's not super great. Okay, and the higher time frames have more weight to them. On the daily, we actually had a bullish cross. So I like to trade the daily. That's kind of so this is actually a very good indicator for cryptos, you guys. I would learn the MACD. That's kind of a very important one. It looks like a very interesting place right now, Strutter. And we're kind of almost double bottom, but it's a true double bottom. You actually want this one to be a little bit higher, and it is. Okay, so we didn't get quite as low as the other one, but we could be forming this like macro like W pattern and then, you know, consolidate and then pop higher here. Like I could actually see that happening pretty easy. So, you know, we'll go into like Bitcoin now, you guys. Bitcoin is we're attempting to, I think, you know, I think we might, you guys, I I think we might start ripping higher here. You know, on the daily, on the RSI, we are kind of neutral. The cipher is picking up this like real heavy negative bearish divergences. But the money flow is kind of like neutral right now. I guess it's like actually in the negative. So we haven't seen it kind of curl back yet. So that's not great. But, the MACD, you guys, on the daily though, I mean, it's pretty far down here and it looks like we're about to cross. Okay. So as long as this thing like keeps continuing for Bitcoin, you guys, I mean, it looks like it's going to cross. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I love trading on the daily. It's kind of just like my chill zone. I'm not, you know, if I want to get aggressive, sometimes I go back onto the 4 hour. But you know, this, you know, trading on the daily actually helps mitigate my leverage and how much leverage I use. So on the MACD, you guys, I was actually, well, let's go back to Bitcoin. So is that all I really want to talk about with Bitcoin? There's some things, let's see. You know, so Bitcoin is 28,000, you guys, is this real heavy VPBR level right now. You know, breaking it down out of this ascending, you know, wedge right here. This is a very bearish formation. So, and the price target is like, you know, close to the bottom of the wedge. In a bull market though, which we are actually in because technically we are above the 200 here. This white line is the 200. So we are at the 200, you guys. And in a bull run, I would expect actually this thing, you know, we might not get all the way down there. We could just, you know, this 200's cruising along. I mean, I would expect a retest of the 200. Bitcoin traditionally does retest this thing, you guys. And that's around like that 24,000 range. So I would actually, I'm still in a short right now. I have taken some profits and I have a pretty tight stop loss at this point, you guys. And my stop loss is at like 27.7. Okay. So if we rip higher right now, you know, we could, but I think that this is actually more going to be like something like this. And then I think we are going to come up and make some sort of, I think we are going to go a little higher than that. I think with Bitcoin, we might come down here to retest this 200. Okay. And that's sitting at like 24. And then I think we're going to come up here, you guys, and like go up to like 34, like pretty fast. Okay. And then depending on what the stock market does, if we break out right here, or if we do something like this, like we don't have to, we could bounce around this line, you know, for a little bit and then break out and do something like that. If we do something like that, then you know, we could be breaking out. So this pink line right now is yet to be determined. In the past, it's served as a pretty good indicator that, you know, things are on, okay? On like Donkey Kong, okay? And we love to see the numbers go up. So with cryptos, if you guys are here right now, you're so blessed. Like your numbers are going to go up. Just, you know, hold a little bit. You know, 3 or 4 years of holding something is not that long of a time to 10x your money. And you guys can't be selfish, and you can't be, you know, if you hit the jackpot, take profits, okay? You know, if you Dogecoiners out there, you guys, if you make those 23,000, you know, percentage right there, those gains right there, you know, please take some profits. Okay. When it goes up to 420, please take some profits, JBs. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So please, you guys, be safe out there. We live in a treacherous time. Cryptos are a very volatile force. That is no lie. Litecoin, but you can also make ridiculous amounts of money, you guys. I had no money growing up, and now I'm learning about charts and learning about financial freedom. Okay, that's what which we want to achieve, you guys. Everybody wants to achieve that. So I want that for you guys. Just be strong, stick to the plan, have faith in the decentralization. It's basically, they're going to admit defeat. This is like the fighting throes, the death throes of the current system, because it can't win, you guys. It's not going to win. And anything that's inhibiting the innovation is foolish. I'm actually starting a book, you guys, right now. I'm not going to tell you the name of it right now, but I am writing another book right now, so I am pretty excited about that. But I will let you guys know when that comes out. But it basically talks about how that there's no use fighting the point that cryptos are the better money. And the thing that we should be transacting as a proper free society moving forward, you guys, this is how we should be transacting. Okay. It's definitely the path forward. And I hope that everybody sees that by now. I try to spread knowledge, and I think that is the biggest barrier to entry, is knowledge, and not losing your password or your key phrase, right? Learning how to hold something, be your own bank. A lot of people don't want to be their own bank. Okay. Like that's the thing. We gotta teach those people that it's way better to be your own bank than just give someone a 0% loan on your money, right? Because as soon as you deposit something, they suspend it and buy bonds and put it in the repo market. Okay. So cheers to the repo market. You guys, you're out there. I wish you many blessings. You are probably going to be so fortunate and so wealthy in this space. Just hold, be strong. Litecoin right now is leading the pack. I love Litecoin. It's starting to chill out for a second. We're going to go into the cipher real quick here. On the weekly, I like starting out on the weekly. We could go the monthly, but I'd rather just start on the weekly. So, we have this bullish divergence forming on the weekly. Money flow not quite coming back in. On the daily, we just basically have been having these bearish divergences haven't been really meaning anything, so I wouldn't use that so much. On the 4-hour, we have some bearish divergences forming. I do think a retest, especially up to this, I think we might bounce around here, but I think that it's very possible that we have this little mini rally here and come up. I mean, we might come up. I have my high target at 185, and then we can draw this line properly. I just was kind of point to these two points don't necessarily mean that this is a line. I'm just kind of I'm kind of guessing, right? Because back in the day, this was the line. So I'm hoping I'm going to try to find this trend line right now. And as soon as I find it, I will let you guys know. Excuse me. But I do think, it's possible to come reach the 618 again. And then we'll figure out, but I do have a low target of $50-ish, psychological. So we could come all the way back down for Litecoin. Okay. But then I think once we break this thing, I think this thing is going to snap back into, and we're going to have a huge pop, you guys. We're probably going to have one of these. I've always thought we were going to have another one of these. So I think we might have one of these, you guys, like a 10,000 percent pump here for Litecoin, you guys, coming up. Okay, and I don't want to miss that, right? That happens viciously. Okay, and that happens in a time frame, you guys. This was it was a year, but so that's pretty fast to 10,000 extra money, right? So this is the craziness of the space. That's why I choose projects that are blue chip, and I want to try to come at you guys with some blue chip tokens. ETH right now is the biggest one. That's I have ETH, but I'm really conflicted about ETH. Since it went to proof of stake. Proof of stake, I think that the general SEC the SEC, I think they're eventually going to declare it a security. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think they're gonna. It's definitely a securities. Like, so I don't know why they're having problems with that. It was proof of work, but now it is proof of stake. So now has become a security, and basically anything underneath any coin that is an ETH derivative is a security as well, right? So I think proof of work, you guys, is the safest bet. I have some ETH and I have some SHIB, you guys, but it makes me nervous because if they do start cracking down on proof of stake, that is the thing that like I mean, we know the rules. If you've been in the space, like you guys can kind of visualize your own rules at this point, right? Because they're not telling us the rules. They're just kind of pick and choosing the winners and trying to cut and make it harder for the off ramps, which is again is a mistake by the US government. You need to embrace cryptos. You guys out there, I hope this helps. Silver and gold in a stock market rally. Okay, if we do have a blow off top, okay, in the stock market, and we do something crazy, like we could have this like blow off top, you guys, right now. And if this happens, it'll be crazy. But then I think this is going to be real bad. Okay. And then I think we're gonna like we're gonna find another we're gonna find another one of these. Okay, there's another channel. Okay, we're gonna make another channel. Okay, and so like these channels just happen over and over again, and eventually it's going to come to another channel, and maybe it's like maybe we start here and maybe we do another, maybe it's going to be like that, like maybe it's going to be a channel like that. I have no idea. But I think that it's very possible based on, it seems like the stock market likes to do this. The question is, are we going to have this blow off top, you guys? And the charts are looking like this is a bullish formation, you guys, on the week. Like we'll zoom in a little bit here, way too far. But this is like a bullish formation. And the breakout target here is at least like 461. And if if it's getting that close, then why not retest all-time highs? Okay. And if it does break it, then it is on to the races, you guys. And we're going to see a crazy finish to this yield curve. Okay, we're going to see a crazy finish to this. We could see a blowout. It's going to cause so much pain because retail is basically spent out, and like this is just basically the greedy criminals pumping this thing, you guys. So, anyways, I'm starting to die, you guys. I love you guys. Have a great night. Be safe out there. Take care of your families, take care of your security, your food, your water, your dogs. Okay. Like my mom out.